Alrighty, hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Parker. Welcome back once again to another COD mobile video today. I hope everyone is doing well. And dude, it is just so exciting today because just a couple hours ago, we got leaked the Season 7 comic strips here. These are going to be all the comic strips that we can go and expect in the Season 7 update. And we're going to be covering over everything, going over the whole storyline, and especially reacting to the ending here. So if you guys end up enjoying today's video, smacking a like on it would be awesome. As well as if you guys are new, be sure to go and sub with notifications on. And I know probably some people watching today's video might be a little bit out of the loop of what this whole comic strip is. So if you guys don't know, with the Season 6 update, they actually went and added in these random comic strips inside of the Season 6 Battle Pass menu selection. By going and clicking that, you can currently go and see 4 comic strips if I'm not mistaken. And at first, people were kind of confused of what they're trying to go and do with the comic strip, but once all of these 4 comic strips got released, it kind of made sense that they're trying to go and build a storyline for the battle royale for this game. So right now I'll just do a quick little recap of everything for you guys that might not know about these comic strips. But in the first one here, it's just some enemies talking in a little bit of an outpost center here, just a random shack in the middle of nowhere. You're bored, there's no vehicles on the scan, and no one could get in here on foot. Yeah, well, I'm looking anyway. Suit yourself, nothing to see but more nothing. And then some guy happens to go and see someone, and then yes, it is a person on a horse, but then the guy just gets absolutely wrecked, and we find out that it is indeed Ghost on a horse, and Ghost is just trying to go and infiltrate the shack here. So then by moving on to the second one here, the enemies are going and shooting at Ghost, and one of the enemies says, "Where the heck did he come from?" And then someone is saying, "Ghost, do you want us to move in?" Ghost is being like, "No, I got this whole situation on lockdown." An enemy is saying, "He can't shoot through cover, we just need to wait for him to come to us." And then I think he's now posted up on a rock here, and then he happens to go and blow up the vehicle, and then he says, "Are you fighting or fleeing?" Now moving on to the third one here, the enemies are kind of pinned here in this situation, and then they're gonna go and do a good old Western duel with this other enemy here. And then you have to find out what happens next in the fourth and final one here. And then yeah, Ghost obviously wins that 1v1 duel. And then by going and just reading over the text here, you should have been more careful about who you were calling out. Close on my location. You don't know what's going down there, what's coming. We're about to find out. And Ghost has a key card here, and then Ghost as well as a couple of allies here are moving into the location that's like a hidden bunker. And where else do we know the hidden bunker than the Season 7 update here for the Battle Royale that also contains a hidden bunker? You sure about this? They might be ready for us, ready or not. And then what we see here is them going inside of the hidden bunker here with Ghost saying, "Here we come." Now we get to the most exciting part of today's video, which is the actual comic strips themselves for Season 7 here. And I do want to give a huge shout out to LJ Zombie on YouTube. This is where all this gameplay is coming from. So if you guys want to go and check him out, I will go and link his YouTube channel down below in the description. But without further ado, we might as well go and jump right into it here. So I'm currently in my editing software, and let's go and hop into the first one here. So they start off by saying, "Stay sharp, they definitely know we're coming." And oh dang, so right off the bat, this is now the Season 7 Battle Pass Ghost Hazmat character going on. Okay, interesting. And then you can see that the other allies here are also in their hazmat suits. So we'll kind of go and move on to the second one here. And oh dang, even though you can't really see it in full HD quality here, that is definitely going to be the Kruger character skin that we can also go and expect in the Season 7 Battle Pass. And that's an interesting effect going on. I'm assuming that's just going to be the sound effect of a gun going off. And then, yeah, now, so that Kruger is an enemy, and now he's going and shooting at the allies, which would appear to be some type of like a zap gun, maybe? I don't really know for sure. And then the Ghost character is just like, nah, I ain't taking any bullets today, just going in, avoiding all those shots. And then, oh, wow. So I'm assuming whatever weapon they shot him with is going to be some type of a weapon that has a death animation going on. And yeah, that ally is just burning. It's almost like a radiation type of effect. And then Ghost is actually going and fighting back. And Ghost does manage to go and kill that Kruger character. And it would appear that the weapon that the Kruger was actually using was the chainsaw weapon that I talked about in the video that I went and made yesterday. So if you guys have not already checked out that video, definitely would recommend you to go and do so. But the chainsaw is indeed a weapon that we can go and expect upcoming in the update here. And then they say, what the heck was that? Looks like I'm not the only one with a shiny new toy. So yeah, they're obviously referring to the chainsaw there and just like the death animation effect that goes on. Now we move on to the second part of it, and they say, this is insane. This was supposed to be a small lab. And when has anything ever gone according to the mission brief? So they're just going and infiltrating this, what would appear to be a small lab, but no, it's looking like a missile silo right now. And then you can kind of see the enemies in the corners over there. They're coming, I know. Do you have a plan, Ghost? Yeah, complete the mission. And then continuing on. But first, a little surprise for our new friends. And oh, dang, so he's like shooting through metal. Interesting. I'm hit. So it appears that they're getting into a little bit of an engagement here while Ghost is going and doing something. And then he says, let them come to us. And by going and continuing on, they're not our problem anymore. So the main reason why Ghost was going and shooting at the ground there was just so he could go and have all those enemies fall down to their death here. Okay, interesting. So now moving on to the third strip here, we have Ghost saying, take the lab. And then moving on, yeah, just people going and getting shot at here, getting into a little bit of an engagement. Continuing on, they say, did you have to shoot all of them? Wasn't us, the mercenaries, did this? And it appears to be just once again another small little lab here going on. Who knows what this could potentially be hinting at, but then okay, this is interesting. So we have a man on the screen and he says, I couldn't have them telling you what comes next. I congratulate you on finding this place, let alone getting inside. So I'm assuming this is probably going to be the main enemy that we can go and expect in this whole storyline for COD Mobile Battle Royale. And then Makarov. Of course it was Makarov, but won't you be getting out? So that is indeed going to be Makarov. Makarov is going to be the main enemy that we can go and expect in the Battle Royale, which is awesome. And then Ghost is saying time to go. And then I'm assuming this will go and lead us to our final strip here, and it's Ghost trying to go and escape this while other people are kind of dead and dying out. And then oh no, Ghost is actually going and fighting another guy who's on the ground. He just went and punched him there. And then yeah, like all this radiational gas is just going in, leaking out of the secret facility itself while Ghost is trying to go and escape. And then I'm assuming he, oh no, hold up. The hatches are going and opening up, and then you can go and see Ghost running out of that small shack itself. Now what? With these missiles going and launching out, and then, oh my god, that is how the comic strip will go and end, with what would appear to be the start of a nuclear explosion. Okay, there is a lot of stuff to go and talk about right now. Oh my god. Okay, so it would appear that the story video that I made a couple days ago, in which, you know, the secret bunker itself, they were going and highlighting launch base, and I even made the remark of, yeah dude, it would appear that we could probably go and expect a lot of the missiles at launch base to go and just, you know, launch like what missiles would typically go and do. And I think the Season 7 comic strip here goes and kind of confirms that fact here, that yes, we can expect these missiles to be launching, and then for us to go and enter in some type of nuclear warfare. It's just so many things to go and take in at one time. Like, dude, I actually spent 20 minutes just trying to go and sit back, kind of compress all this information down, and just what it could all mean. But we actually realized a couple things here. So it would appear that the main enemy who we're trying to go after here is indeed going to be Makarov. But I don't really know how this kind of correlates with the floating platform, you know? It's just everything is so confusing here because you have Makarov, you have the floating platform, the secret bunker in the actual Season 7 test server itself was talking about something connecting or disconnecting real world. It's just so confusing right now, and I would love for you guys in the comment section down below to go and help me piece things together here. Like how, I don't know, it's just very confusing right now because it kind of leads us to then what was the floating platform all about? What were these extraterrestrial beings supposed to go and be? And how is it connected to what Makarov is trying to go and do now? Because I guess, you know, it kind of makes sense that maybe the map itself that we're on, maybe that is indeed enemy territory, and maybe Makarov is indeed the person who is in control of the missiles that's located at Countdown. Maybe he's indeed the one who's under the control of the missile that's at Launch Base, and as we kind of saw at the end of the Season 7 comic strips there, they were indeed being launched up into the sky, and who knows what's going to go and happen next. Obviously, they went and touched down, but I'm just very confused on how that's going to go and connect with things like the floating platform, with what we saw in the Season 7 bunker, in which it was talking about disconnecting real world. I don't know, could this all be some type of simulation? Who really knows? But I would really love to hear any theories or any comments that you guys might have to go and say. So feel free, as crazy as the theory that you might go and have, feel free to go and write it up in the comment section down below. Ladies and gentlemen, wrapping up the video on that note, I want to say thank you guys oh so very much for tuning in and watching. My name is Parker. Hopefully, guys will have a fantastic rest of your day today, and I guess I'll talk to you guys in the next video.